that Taizai Greatness Chapter 155, no lie. Best part of the chapter was my boy Hawk's reaction to Diane drooling over him and trying to eat him raw. And a big part of it was the translation, man. A big part of it was the translation, but I died. I kid you not. I have to quote the man word for word. The man was like, "God damn it, Diane, you bitch. What is this shit that you're pulling just as soon as we reunite?" I'm like, yo, Hawk has no chill. Hawk has no chill, and seeing Diane just utterly starving in the labyrinth, drooling over the man, was hilarious to me. But aside from that, and seeing, the reunion with Elizabeth at the end of the chapter and everything like that, the only other part of this chapter that I really, really liked is the subtle hyping up of Balor's greatness. Because the very fact that Matrona was unable to break through the labyrinth at all showcases how much more powerful Balor's magical powers, even at this state where he's not even fully revived, that Matrona can't overpower this labyrinth. And Matrona's a fucking goddess to me, okay? Matrona is beastly. So to see that disparity, I'm just like, yo, imagine, and I know the clash is going to be between, mainly Balor, Matrona, and Diane, but, yo, that just, the height for Balor's abilities, man, I cannot wait. Ever since that reveal, it's been amazing. But I will say this, I was a little bit salty, and I knew this shift was coming, but I was a little bit salty because that cliffhanger from last chapter, I want to see what happened to Deldre and the rest of the Pleiades and everything like that after FRAUDRIN went in like a fiend, okay? The Grey Lord reveal, the fucking Gauther reveal, dude, which I need more insight to that ASAP, dude. It's even more pressing to me than Esterosa and his abilities, man, no lie. But I was a little bit salty because the last couple chapters with, FRAUDRIN versus Denzel and everything like that was hype as shit for me, man. So to shift over to this, get into the Vaizel Battle Arc and everything like that, and this whole labyrinth, which is a very cool concept, I hope it runs for, 1 or 2 more chapters at the very least, and hopefully we get some encounters within the labyrinth. I mean, we know that Matrona has gone off looking for her children and everything like that, being caught up in the mirage of the labyrinth. Meanwhile, Diane is being swayed by her hunger so much so that she's trying to eat my boy Hawk raw. But ultimately, I love the setup of this chapter, even though it's not really what I want to see just yet, and I want to see a little bit more on that, because the cliffhanger destroyed me. It's all good. It's all good. So the setup for Balor's abilities, seeing the construction of this labyrinth, and Elizabeth being there, Hawk being there, means that the rest of the, the Sins are over there, Meliodas and the rest of them. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see how it goes. I don't foresee Diane getting her memories back like that. It's not going to work like that. And I wouldn't want it to be completely honest with you, especially with this Matrona buildup and everything that I foresee happening in Vaizel. I don't want it to be that quick that, this reunion with Elizabeth just starts to. I want it to be like a gradual thing that by the end of the arc, Diane is back to normal. And for now, it's more so, her trusting them anew, even though they don't really exist in her current memories and what she's able to draw from. And it's going to be interesting to see how the dynamic works and how things go from there. If potentially King is able to snap her back out of it if once they reunite. If Meliodas is able to do it. However it goes. But my main thing right now is I want Matrona versus Balor, man. I need Matrona versus Balor, because the fact that Matrona's just like, fuck this shit. We're breaking through the maze. We don't have time for this. I'm getting my kids back. And she tries to decompose the walls, and it instantly regenerates. And Diane says it herself. The fact that Matrona is unable to surpass the construction, the constitution of this, earth magic that was clearly done by another giant, which we know to be Balor and everything like that. And the hype for that shit is real, man. It really is. But ultimately, that gets me even more hyped for the fact that the Ten Commandments, aside from, Ganon getting wrecked, I mean, it was Lord Escanor, I don't know what anybody else thought was going to happen, but the Ten Commandments, the thread between, I always said that Ganon was one of the lower tier Ten Commandments, but shit's about to go in this arc, man, and I like the fact that, the last unnamed Ten Commandment, that fucking chick with the octopus tentacles and everything like that, commenting on Balor's strength as well, and how this labyrinth was set up to kind of thin the ranks of the battle festival. When we come out of this labyrinth and we actually get to the tournament and everything of that nature, it's gonna be fucking crazy. You're gonna have some serious contenders there if they were able to overcome Balor's maze. So, very straightforward chapter. I enjoyed it. not quite what I want to see just yet. I really did want to see some more FRAUDRIN greatness, but I knew that after that ending and how crazy that was, I know the playlists are going to be okay. Somehow they made it out of there, but ultimately that's what I was hooked on right at the moment. But transitioning into this arc and going full force into the Vaizel tournament and everything like that is about to be beast. So let me know your thoughts on the chapters. Still, my boy Hawk for the winners. When Hawk has dialogue like that, it's always funny as shit, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking is going to take place, in the next couple chapters, and I'm out. Peace.